Hello, good day. I'm really happy to have this opportunity to present the importance of spiritual leadership and spirit at work as intangible resource capabilities in service industry, a resource-based view framework. And I'm only given 7 minutes, so I will have to go really quick on this. And then I would like to share the big picture of how I came up with this research. Um, you will see in the next slide. This is based on this construct of spiritual leadership. We have this beautiful dimensions of vision, hope, faith, altruistic love, meaning and calling, and membership. And so the big picture is how the spiritual leadership as the intangible organizational resources where it is creating a great leader as a whole climate. Yeah. So this is not talking a position as a leader in the corporation, but it can be anyone with this intangible organizational resource. But this is supported by the system in the company. And this is through the dimensions that we know from Fry 2011. The dimensions are vision, hope, faith, altruistic love, meaning and calling, and membership. And this is creating, influencing the intangible corporate capabilities in the form of spirit at work. Um, this is the work of Kinjarsky, 2014, and the whole thing is impacting performance through proxies. We're using the proxies organizational commitment and job satisfaction. So somehow the big picture is the transformational of the whole corporation uh, where the spiritual leadership uh, is the resource, and then the spirit at work is the competencies, the capabilities, and then creating the performance through organizational commitment and job satisfaction. And so, how is it designed? It is an explanatory, conclusive causal research on spirit at work and to show how variables derive from spiritual leadership into spirit at work, which create comparative advantage in the form of organizational commitment and job satisfaction. The populations are, this is telco. This is like the biggest company of telco industry in Indonesia. And then we are using the primary data, and then questions were distributed to the employees. And data analysis is using Lisrel SAM. Okay, so quantitative explanatory research and using Likert scale from 1 to 5. Okay, somehow if we write down, draw this construct, it will look like this. So this is the construct of spiritual leadership, impacting the spirit at work, and then also making a big influence toward organizational commitment and job satisfaction. Okay, major hypothesis. The H1 is spiritual leadership through its dimensions influence the spirit at work positively and significantly. So we go with to the minor hypothesis. There are 5 dimensions of spiritual leadership. So this vision, hope, faith, altruistic love, meaning and calling, and membership. So they go the minor hypothesis. Okay, and the hypothesis number 2 is the higher the spirit at work, the higher the organizational commitment value. And then hypothesis number 3 is the higher the spirit at work, the higher the job satisfaction. Okay, so the very interesting thing coming when we run it through the Lisrel SAM, and then it is showing a significant and positive relationship from the dimensions of spiritual leadership toward spirit at work. Only one dimension uh, is not significantly impacting spirit at work, even though it's still positive. It is from altruistic love. But then we found a supporting theory saying that in the one that is impacting is the one that is related to work. And altruistic love is the only dimension here which is not directly related to work. So, in this example of Telkom, they are doing this spiritual leadership in a very specific way by having their own spiritual capital division. So they are doing it in a very serious way. Yeah. And then all the work related is confirmed. It is impacting positively and significantly towards spirit at work. Yeah. And we see from Ray et al. 2004 that in order for the intangible organizational and individual resource capabilities to be appropriated, all aspects should be considered and organized efficiently and effectively. The spiritual capabilities still need to be developed to provide a better impact. So I think what they are doing right now by having the spiritual capital division is the way they are trying to develop this atmosphere of spirit at work. What are the managerial implications? The policy of human resource development needs to support the value of vision, hope and faith, meaning and calling, and membership, so that in the work situation, their value is aligned with the company's value, and this would significantly influence the spirit at work. This is the feeling that they are having, that blissful feelings that when they work they kind of like lose uh, sense of time because they are so into it and resulting into commitment and satisfaction. So the highest impact is when the value is embedded in the organization rather than depending upon certain types of leaders or type of job activities. That means it has to be part of the DNA of the company. So it's not because of one leader or certain leaders, and so it is becoming the culture of the company. And of course, there are so many limitations of this study. And so in the future, it would be lovely if we can do a research on the impact of culture and tradition. Because all of this construct, we are taking it from the Western construct, and it will be interesting to see the influence of culture and tradition. And then it will be also interesting to see comparative research between state-owned company and private-owned companies. Thank you very much, and I really would like to get more feedbacks from all of you. Have a nice day.
Ayaw na minum obat ay. Long tennis. Udah, dia bagus udah ay.